A property developer contacted me about an old Victorian Quarry tiled floor that they needed to make good at their customer's house in Harborne following renovations. The work needed to be done professionally, and more work was anticipated restoring the original Victorian tiled floor in the adjacent hallway, which I detail in a separate article. I went over to survey the floors and provide a quote for completing the work. The house dated from the 1800s, and the quarry tiles and the front room were black and buff-colored. In fact, after I did a test clean, the buff-colored tiles turned out to be deep red in color, but the floor was that dirty you would never know it. There were also areas of missing tiles, where replacements would be needed to match the rest of the floor. We discussed a price for the work, which was readily agreed, and the work booked in. Before starting work, I managed to source approximately 90 replacement tiles from a reclamation yard which were delivered to site. Once they had arrived, I began the tiling work by building out the subfloor with some leveling cement. When this had hardened, I started laying the tiles with a quick setting adhesive. Some needed cutting to size, which was carefully completed. Once the tiles had been positioned, I grouted the area and the floor was then allowed to dry. The floor was then cleaned using a combination of Tile Dr. Pro Clean and Remove and Go, scrubbed in with a black scrubbing pad. The floor needed a couple of goes to get it completely clean, and there were also some screed areas which were treated with Tile Dr. Grout Cleanup. The floor was then rinsed. Next we applied more of the Tile Dr. Grout Cleanup, this time to the whole floor, to give it an acid rinse. The floor was then rinsed again, and then allowed to dry for a couple of days. On return, it was sealed with 3 coats of Tile Dr. Color Grow, which was left to soak in, and then buffed off. This product impregnates the pores if the quarry tiles, enhancing the red and black colors, whilst proving protection from staining going forward. You can see from their photographs the transformation that was achieved. If you look closely, you can notice a difference between the original and reclaimed tiles, but this will be less noticeable over time. Before leaving, I left the client with a complimentary bottle of Tile Dr. Neutral Tile Cleaner to help maintain the tile's appearance and protect the seal. He was over the moon with the job.